went to Liberia. And a lot of these countries, if you all don't know, a lot of these countries are poor in money-wise, financially, but just ridiculous wealthy in the minerals. I mean, it's just crazy. And when I was over there in Liberia, I just always kept seeing, because where I stayed at was on the beach, like right by the beach, that Billy Graham had built a little camp for all the missionaries. And I stayed in one of the houses. But I noticed there was a lot of, Caucasians that were just all around. But they didn't look like they was just tourists. They looked like they always here. Maybe not lived there, but familiar with everybody there. And so I was a little nosy. I said, well, I had to ask my job. I said, what's going on with these guys? Well, they said, well, they are some of the biggest buyers of gold and diamonds in that region. And so they just literally go and just, come on in. They just basically go and buy as much gold as they can, and diamonds and all other things. And what I realized at that moment, is a lot of people that invest all over the world. I mean, just literally all over the world. And so KCI, this is what we do. And so our primary focus, like last week, I want to show you guys this. How many ever did an auction before? Ever bought a house? Anybody ever? You can see, because some people always ask me all the time, well, how do you do it? What's the step? This is just a little example. Last week I went to an auction. I never went to an auction before. The houses that we usually get, I usually, research them, find out who's selling them, wholesale buy, things of that nature. And so we just grab it. We go grab it, run the titles and all that type of stuff. So my first time at the auction, I'm like, okay, well this is going to be interesting, because you got a lot of Powerball players. You got a lot of Powerball players. And so, you got people that's bidding. The guy come up, got the microphone wrapped around his face, standing on the property, and he'll tell you, the starting bid is starting at $20,000, $10,000, $5,000. And so it was so fun just to be able to do that. One thing I understand about the principles of wealth is when you have it, you have to take what you have and create more. I'm saying that to say that in this season, we got to get focused on building our wealth so we can play ball even with the best of them. Amen? Amen. Have you ever been somewhere and you really wish you could, like, let's take a mall, for example. Ever go to a mall and you see something you really like, but you knew you just couldn't afford to buy it? Like, it could be shoes or, shirt, suit, whatever the case would be. And you say to yourself, man, one day, just one day, I'm going to be able to walk into the store and buy and have no regrets on buying it. Well, today can be the day for you. Yes. What I did, and I'm going to give you some notes to write down, okay? First thing, write this out so you can have it, okay? So you can have this. And this is going along with wealth building, okay? So you can have it. So good to see the folks. My barber is in the building tonight. But the folks, give me my hand, y'all. They put my hand. But the first thing, write this down. Do not be afraid of money. Do not be afraid of money. Too often, I'm sure, I was talking to Bishop, we talked for a long time today, and one of the things that we were talking about is just how many times we're afraid to talk about this stuff. The churches, people are. Because most of the times we're intimidated by it, and so because we don't have it. Well, let me go ahead and look at this one particular business. So there's a convenience store, okay, that my company is going to go ahead and purchase. Because I looked and said, this thing has potential to be massive. One thing you want to remember, and I'm learning this more and more in business, and all y'all business owners pretty much know this, I'm sure, because we've been this way before. The thing that don't look like it creates money really creates more than you can imagine. True. A little convenience store on 25th and Greenmount Avenue. If you anybody pretty much familiar with that neighborhood, right? 25th and Greenmount. Okay, not the best area
Right.
to be in. Surely may not be the best that you may think if you don't know the best area to invest in. But they have a little saying: if you invest in the hood, you'll be all right.
Okay.
That's a real saying.
Okay.
Because number one is so much potential, and as I went out to buy property, and I see that a lot of people that don't live in the hood actually invest into it because they make it. Sometimes you got to take the risk. Write this out. Write this out. Never underestimate things that have potential but could be dangerous.
Wow.
Never underestimate. That's why I sat with this man and I told him about investing, and we went to the store. Because I realized, wait a minute, if you can do that, so can we. We can do even a better job at while investing. Don't say yes the first time around.
Right.
This is what I learned this. I got hit with a little note today. My partner and I got to pay a guy close to $3,000 to finish the roof, to do the roof on Park Heights house. Okay? But at first, when the deal came, at first I said, I knew something was wrong with the roof, because you could tell if you know anything about work. Whenever you see the paint bubbling off the wall,
Right.
and you see the streaks
Right.
of water, obviously there's a leak somewhere.
Right.
You said basically, I'm not gonna give them all. You only home with all the extra amenities, but it's gonna be nice. Then I said, I never heard of this place. I heard of it, the loading dock. Loading
Wait a minute, that's $7,200.
That's what he's not like. I know that.
That's $7,200 a month.
That's right.
So, yeah, right.
Go there.
So, see, I'm good.
Wow.
I'm good.
Yeah.
We trumping now, And so I went to the loading dock because I'm so used to Home Depot. So when I went to the loading dock, I said, whoa, wait a minute. How much is this stuff over here? Oh, that's $15. Do it. For the cleaning business, for daycares, for real estate, whatever it is that you do it and be the best at which, that's what I'm learning here now. Be the best at what you do. And if you be the best at what you do, it expands.